emerging intern. This identity that you are about to embark on is just another amazing part of who you are and who you're going to be. Being an intern, whatever company, whatever organization, whatever capacity you are being involved in, is something to be proud of, first and foremost, of putting yourself out there, of reaching out to gain that experience, additional hands-on, out in the world experience that contributes to something that you're passionate about, that's something that you are thinking might contribute to your life's work in some capacity. It's an identity that can be very rewarding, but also very challenging, and may lead you to question all that you know and all that you want to know and all that you might need to know. Being an intern is an amazing opportunity to utilize your youthfulness to just dig deep and experience and explore and learn. It is something that I believe will contribute to your future's life work and just your future character and your ongoing character for all of time, no matter if it's the experience that you dreamed of or the experience that you despised and just learned what you didn't like, or you learned what you loved, or anything in between. It's an amazing feat to have any type of experience, and as I've been an intern since summer of 2020 pretty regularly, it's been an identity that I've been so proud of to hang up amongst all the other identities that encompass who I am, and it'll be something that I will greatly miss. Once I start full-time in the workforce, it'll be a little different, but I think you can take away so many different things from being an intern, and I will try to talk about a few of them right here. One of them is something that another person told me recently, individual, young professional in the workforce, is to be okay to not know everything when you're going into your internship, to not know everything every day, and it's okay to not know it all. And I think that's something that is hard to comprehend when you're an intern. You're wanting to do the best for your company, organization, make your managers, your boss, your not direct reports, your peers, anyone you directly are involved with, your family, like yourself, proud. And it can be a lot on your shoulders. You may not know how to utilize Excel as much as you'd like. You may not know the work language, the work talk that people utilize, those different acronyms. You might not know all that the company does and its backstory, or all the tedious little things that you feel like you should know. Well, I'm telling you, throughout my internship, there's been a lot of those moments, and there's still a lot of those moments. I still don't know everything. I'm still never going to know everything, and that's okay. And reminding yourself that is an amazing feat, to just continue to have that growth mindset. Do not put a ton of abnormal pressure on yourself, because that's just not fair to you, but to remind yourself that it's okay to not know it all, but to utilize that to fire you up, to continue to be passionate about always learning in any capacity that you can. And that kind of goes into my next tip of learning in one capacity, is reaching out to anyone and everyone, to network, connect. And I know that's also very intimidating to do as an intern, to do as any kind of human being, and what your identity entails. It's scary to put yourself out there. It's scary to send those emails, those texts, call someone on the phone, etc., or just talk to someone in person and come up to them and say, hey, I'd love to have a conversation with you and to just learn more about your story. And if they're working at your company, like learn more about the company that we work at together, or just a different company, what their company entails, their role, any advice that they have for young professionals or just people in general, etc. I know it sounds wild to do sometimes, and it is, but I guarantee you start having those conversations, people want to share their knowledge, they want to share their experience and their story with you, especially as youthful interns. They want to give back in that capacity of being a mentor to the next generation, and it's so amazing, and it's a priceless gift that I encourage you to hold on to and to utilize while you're an intern, to reach out to anyone and everyone. Look at the org chart and say, that looks like an interesting role. Or maybe you don't even know what the role entails, it's outside of your capacity, but it still could be interesting to just talk to that human. And I guarantee you, it'll be life-changing. Some of the conversations you'll have and the people that you meet, and you never know when your paths may cross again. And I suggest connecting with them on LinkedIn after your conversations, just to be able to have that long-lasting connection. If you don't have a LinkedIn already, I highly recommend that you get a LinkedIn as well. I'm sure if you're in an internship course or taking business classes or something, you might have one, but yeah, I recommend that as well. I just think another thing is just to soak in the experience and enjoy the experience too. I think being an intern is a cool capacity of, you're not at that high level full-time position where it's, a little more added pressure and everything, and that's your life's work right there. What you're doing day to day, you get compensated for it as well, which is an important in capacities. You need to be able to provide for yourself. So I think just soaking in the opportunity to, maybe potentially also be getting compensated if it's a paid internship, but also just gaining those priceless experiences and those learning things each and every day. And I just suggest to you, another tip is to just reach for those opportunities that come about, or create those opportunities for yourself. If there's some niche of your area that you're really passionate about or you want to dive more into, tell your boss, tell your coworkers, tell your team, say, hey, I would love to work on X, Y, and Z. I have a few ideas. If you want to listen to them, or if I could just kind of shadow the team that's working on it right now and just help in any way I can, even the basic logistics, the intern work, maybe utilize that, pull on that. I know it can be intimidating to talk to your people and suggest something that you want to work on, because you want to just possibly be just doing everything you possibly can for them and not overstepping or anything. But I guarantee that they will be so excited to hear that feedback, because they want to help develop you and create a great experience for you in your internship. So by giving them that open dialogue, that open conversation, and really anything during your internship is so important. And just being able to work to just bring your most authentic self to your workplace every day. I know there's different workplace cultures, different teams have different personalities within them, etc. But having been an intern for a bit now, I see the value, and I'm sure full-time employees feel that in their life's work as well, wherever they're working. I see the value in being able to connect with the people that you work with on such a daily basis, to be able to just be able to be vulnerable to an extent, of being authentic and genuine to yourself in the workplace. Be able to bring your full personality to work, be accepted for who you are and all the identities that you encompass beyond just being a worker, an employee, an intern, etc. It's so important. Ask those questions to the people around you. How are you doing today? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How do you describe your personality? If you utilize the DISC personality assessment, I highly recommend it. My team at my internship does utilize it, and allows you to get a greater capacity for the different aspects of people's personalities. But even if not, just finding that time to connect on that level of just being a human, I think is so important. And you're able to better understand one another. You're able to work and collaborate together and learn from each other, and want to show up to work every day because you're enjoying just being around these humans that just bring such a light to their work and light to every day. And so I hope you all kind of enjoy this raw video, emerging interns, anyone that's watching this. And I just encourage you to take in everything, every day, every assignment. I know there'll be some hard days. Some days you'll feel overwhelmed, feel the pressure on yourself, of wanting to strive to be the best version, the best intern version of yourself every day, and make everyone around you and yourself proud. And just remember that you are doing amazing, and that this experience is going to contribute to the rest of your life in a variety of different capacities. And just soak it all in, emerging intern and interns, and enjoy the ride, enjoy the experience, and keep crafting what you want out of your life's work.